constantly always do my hair and look my best, have my nails done, have all these things done, because I'm fatigued by the mind. So when your body is no longer following your orders, you have to listen to it. If you keep overriding it, I promise one day you will be sat down. My name is Alyssa. Welcome to my channel, and I'm here to let you know that you do not have to fight yourself that hard. Stop fighting yourself that hard. It's not working. So I'm talking to the average woman. You go back and forth to work. You wash your dishes. You Uber Eats too much. You're cooking, you're cleaning, you're taking care of this one, trying to keep afloat here. And on the surface, it looks like everything is being held together decently. But inside, you feel pressure. I know you feel pressure. You feel, when you wake up, let me know in the comments, when you wake up, there's so many thoughts that hit you as soon as you wake up. I got to do this. I should have did this. I should have did that, but I didn't do that. What if I did it? What if I did? You think about stuff from 10 years ago, stuff that will happen in 2 years or not. You're thinking about everything except for how to relieve yourself from pressure. And it sounds kind of counterintuitive because it's almost like we have this false sense of control. It's like by thinking of 1,000,001 things and I come up with 1,000,001 solutions, I'll feel better. But for some reason, it has not happened like that. And for me in my own life, I'm starting to understand that I have to move the goalpost closer to where I'm at now. Because if I keep outsourcing or keep externalizing my success to some arbitrary time in the future, I will always feel this sense of pressure. I will always feel hurried. I will always feel anxious, and I will never be able to downregulate my nervous system. I just want to sleep, okay? I want a good, sound sleep. I'm tired of going to sleep, waking up at 3 a.m., thinking that I'm waking up to use the bathroom, but then I can't go back to sleep because my mind is racing, right? So let me know if that sounds like you, because what I'm starting to really notice on this journey of healing and becoming my best self is it's not so much of what I need to fix in my life or things that I need to make better, right? Because that insinuates I still need to do, I still need to construct. Instead, I'm moving my thinking more toward how can I let myself off the hook? And by that, I mean, if I don't have $1 million in the bank, if I don't have my Aston Martin or my Maybach yet, or if I don't have my dream house, what does that mean? What does that say about me? What does that mean? I'm not worthy? It means I'm not successful? Right now, I don't have those things. I trust at some point I will. But at the end of the day, guess who comes first? I come before the Maybach. That means my most important asset is me. So I'm starting to learn that if I move the goalpost closer to things that I can actually get done, my confidence goes up. I feel less pressure. I feel less hurried. I feel less stressed. I feel less like a failure because I'm actually filling my life up with things I can do and I can accomplish that are in striking distance. So for example, something like steps, right? We're all obsessed with how many steps and losing fat and snatching the waist. I'm not making 10,000 steps a day. I'm not doing that. It just, life happens sometimes. So I have a minimum of 9,000. That means I can hit a minimum of 7 and maybe go up to 10, and somewhere in the middle, I'll have 9,000 steps a week. Now, why that is so important is because when we're so used to feeling like we have to do our best and it doesn't count unless it's my best effort and I tried the best, when we just kind of let ourselves be mediocre or whatever you want to call it, we don't even have to put a value judgment on it. We don't have to, but for the sake of this video, I will. If I allow myself to be mediocre, not hit the 10K, hit the 7K steps, over time is teaching me consistency. It's teaching me that I can do this. And that is a way bigger lesson. That is a way bigger nervous system rewiring that lands more deeply in my spirit than it would ever land if I just held myself to a lofty standard that I know I won't be able to sustain, right? And back to what I talked about earlier, pressure. You feel pressure, you feel anxious, you feel depressed, you feel unworthy, only because you have so many things going on in your mind that you can't do. Not only are certain things that you can't do, but you also don't have control over. Those are the only kinds of things that I've learned that create that level of pressure. Things that I can get done, I don't feel pressure about, having to get up and cook a piece of salmon. I know I can do that. I've done that before. I don't feel pressured by it. I might not feel like doing it, but I can get it done. So in my mind, when it comes to anxiety and depression, all those things come from a sense of uncertainty. And we put ourselves in positions sometimes, I know I do, where I need to be certain. And if I'm not certain, then my mind will just not be settled at all. And I'm starting to learn that success for me is not even material anymore. I don't look at it like that anymore. Success is me being able to look at where I'm at, look at what I'm capable of right now, and look at the intrinsic values that I have, like integrity. I'm kind. I think before I speak. I take care of my body. I take care of my mind. I am as successful as I could possibly be right now in this moment, recording this video. No, I don't have the best car. I don't have the best home. I don't have the best bank account, but I'm rich. I'm wealthy. And this is something nobody can take. And I think in this world, if we get too fixated on externalizing everything, externalizing our confidence, our validation, what it means to be successful, what does that mean for you? It's such a bleak outlook if you continue to do that. So for me, as I'm working on healing my nervous system, and I wanted to start this whole healing thing, because I just wanted to sleep, right? Like my sleep was always interrupted. I have a hard time going back to sleep and all that. And it's just because of anxiety. I had a lot of anxious thoughts. I still do, but so I would say I've improved like 60%. I've improved more than half. And it's because I just let things go. When I'm feeling burnt out or I'm feeling tired, I know that's my body signaling to me to stop. Not to do less, but please stop. If I'm 100% exhausted and I can't do it, I can't get out of bed, they call it bed rotting. Now I'm sitting in bed all day. Or I was hitting my 10K steps for 2 weeks and then I don't go to the gym at all for the next 6 months. That's burnout. Like all these terms are so popularized and talked about so much, but it's really damaging. Like we shouldn't just gloss over these kinds of terms and these kinds of feelings. If you're unable to be productive in your own life, like you're having a hard time maybe showering, doing your hair, taking care of regular things, which for me, it did get difficult sometimes to constantly always do my hair and look my best, have my nails done, have all these things done, because I'm fatigued by the mind. So when your body is no longer following your orders, you have to listen to it. If you keep overriding it, I promise one day you will be sat down for a reason that you never anticipated, because you never anticipated breaking down to that capacity, and you also didn't even know you could break down to that capacity. For me, the point that I'm at in my life, just being honest, I'm not doing shit that does not align with me. I'm just not. I don't give a damn how low my income gets. I don't care what I have to forfeit, what I got to sacrifice. I'm not doing anything that does not align with me. I'm past that point of just doing things for money or doing things because it's the right thing to do. So for example, I've been an entrepreneur for over 7 years now. I haven't had a 9-to-5, and I'm currently in a rut, an entrepreneurial rut. So all my entrepreneurs, you already know how it goes. You have years where you're up, 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 and then you have years where you're down, down, down. I'm kind of in my down year, and I'm tired of doing what I was doing, right? So with that being said, I put it on autopilot. My income has still plummeted, but it's just enough to keep me afloat, But I'm the freest and the happiest I've ever been, and I'm also the brokest I've ever been. I would have never assumed that. I would have never guessed that. And why it's so freeing is because I'm not doing shit that I'm not going to do. I'm not doing that anymore. I want to focus on this right here. What me and you are doing. This is my calling. This is me living fully in my calling and in my truth. And I see this going far, right? I'm having trouble getting off the ground because I hold myself to this very perfectionistic standpoint where it's like, no, it's got to be perfect. Before, I never even used to want to record at home because I'm like, no, I have to have a professional background. I have to have this camera here, and it has to be super high def. I don't have the money for all that equipment and all those contraptions. So it's you, me, iPhone, ring light. Let's get to it. Let's get busy. So I had to literally look at how I was defining what it means to even be a successful creator or a successful entrepreneur. Because if I need all those gadgets, then I'm not going to be successful, because it doesn't register me as success if I don't have the very things I envision. And I'm not trying to appeal to everybody else. I'm just trying to appeal to the woman whose nervous system is like mine. To where, unless it's exactly how you envisioned it, you can't even function. And just to bring it home, it's almost like if you don't have the dream job, if you don't have the best clothes, you don't have the best apartment or house, you still kind of feel a bit of inadequacy. And that comes from you having this idea of your final form being your most worthy form. That's not fair. Because last time I checked, I was born worthy. I can't become more worthy than I am in this moment. I am her. You are her. You're already all that you are. Your value is in here. You can't make more of that. That's the whole point of what I'm saying. You can't make more of what you already are. You already are expansive. You already have all your stuff in you. To get that house and everything that you want and everything that you have set out for yourself, yeah, still go after it. But understand that you can't get those things unless you generate that within first, and then it becomes a byproduct of you. The main factor here is you. So I really urge you guys, because it's been so helpful for me. It's been so helpful for me to really slow down, cut out noise, right? Like I told you guys in my last video, my car got hit. They hit and ran, and now I don't have a car, right? That shit freed me up so much. I love not having to go outside and alternate side park my car. I'm losing weight and my waist is snatching up because I'm walking more for the first time. I'm exploring more shit in my city than I have ever been before because I've always had my car, right? I'm from the suburbs. I'm a car girly, okay? But now I'm turned into a train girly. But I'm loving it. I've had a car for 16, 17 years. I'll be all right. I'll get a new car soon. It's not that deep. So the less I had, the less noise I had, the car and this and all these things I was holding myself to, the standards I was holding myself to, the smaller my world got, the louder my internal voice got. And the more I was able to hear myself, the more I was able to hear my thoughts and hear what really matters to me. So sometimes it's not even that it's not that you need to do more, you need to do less. I want you to take shit off your plate. And one thing that I always do, like before I fast or something, I always throw like 40% of my wardrobe away. I know it's a lot, which is why I went shopping earlier today, but throw that shit away. It was a point where I'm just getting Fashion Nova, fast fashion. I'm not holding on to this. This is going to the garbage. This is going to go in the garbage soon too. Fooling with me, right? Because in my mind, mentally, physically, and spiritually, space must be made for new. And I cleared up 40% of my wardrobe. My car is gone. I'm making way less than I've made in my whole entrepreneurial journey. But somehow I'm feeling the most successful. I don't think that that's a coincidence. I think that my internal voice got louder. And I think that I'm much better at being obedient to that. Because my body is telling me. The feedback I'm getting from my body is telling me. What feedback am I getting, you ask? Such a great question. I'm sleeping through the night. Not always, actually, because I usually wake up around 3, but I fall right back asleep. 5 minutes. I don't even remember when I wake up sometimes. Do you understand how fragmented my sleep has been for years? I think we all understand how important sleep really is. Like, we don't have to go into that talk. So the fact that I'm sleeping, Alyssa, is sleeping soundly, I won. I'm cooking, I'm cooking more at home. I'm eating more raw foods than I have ever in my life. I'm healthier than I've ever been in my life. I'm more athletic, more in shape. My wind is better than it's ever been in my whole life. I reflect more on my thinking, and I'm not so hard on myself. And because I'm not as hard on myself, I'm less hard on other people too. And that helps my relationships flourish. So, to surmise everything, I just really want you guys to understand that it's not that you need to do more. It's that you have to stop fighting. Sometimes you have to surrender. And sometimes you have to sit in your shit for what it is. And get rid of some things. And you might find that when you get rid of some things like that job or that man or them old ass clothes, you might find that you feel free. There's a liberation that comes from saying good riddance, even to things that you've loved. And it's really good to practice non-attachment anyway, because nothing is really ours. You know, we're just here for a good time, not a long time, right? So it's a healthy mindset to have. I believe it's been very helpful for me. And if anything in this video has been helpful for you, let me know. I will be back because I'm holding myself more accountable to showing up unpolished, unfinished. And I want to grow in front of you guys. Unfinished product, but here I am because I'm worthy, right? So I want to grow in front of you guys. I want you guys to see the becoming process. I want you to see how I evolve and how I might contradict myself one day, and I'm gonna come back and tell you well, my mind has changed, you know. And just having the freedom and to know that I have options, I have space, I have room to do different things. It really makes me feel better in terms of like feeling like I'm doing good at this life thing. So you guys will be seeing much more of me, hopefully. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment. Again, this channel is going up. I will always say because it is. It's going to go up because I want to make content not for everybody, but specifically for women with minds and nervous systems like mine. And again, if this was helpful, comment, and I will talk to you guys soon.